Range of punishment is 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a reason she's crying?
She's just upset.
All right, what are you upset about?
Just situation. I didn't expect this.
What's upsetting you about the situation?
There's a lot of things that I should have done and I didn't do when I
All right, everyone, today we're looking at a wild courtroom hearing featuring a full-on sobbing defendant who's facing trial over the abuse and death of her own child. It's honestly just as disturbing as it sounds. I really don't understand how someone can reach a point where they think they can take a life and then sit there crying as if they're the victim. You really have to break everything down because this is one of those cases that makes your blood boil. Something terrible happened, and honestly, I don't know how she can sit there crying the entire time. Tell me in the comments while you're watching what you think about this woman, because in my opinion, she's extremely despicable. Let's jump right in and see how all of this began. All right.
All right, everyone, please whisper.
A pretty horrific death of a child. And at this time, they are allegations, but due to the serious nature, we feel that $200,000 is appropriate. But that if the court is willing to lower them, then obviously full conditions. But for something involving something like this, I feel like anything lower than 150 even would be just way too low. It also is a little concerning that no one's willing to help her, because then how is she going to be supported in the community? That's just concerning to the state, Your Honor.
Well, just to clear it up, it's not no one. It's just people. Unfortunately, the people that are willing to help are just unable to do so financially. So.
All right, the court is going to deny the motion, and the court has had no evidence on what amount of bond that she is able to make. So at this time, the court will deny the motion. And counsel, if there's an issue, is your client in protective custody?
Yes, Your Honor. Now.
All right, if there's an issue at the jail with her safety, just let the court know. But my understanding, she is in protective custody. Beyond that, that's all I can do. And counsel, I've always found them to be receptive if there's an issue with danger. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the last time we see her here, but stick around because I'm about to show you what happened 5 months later when she was finally sentenced for assaulting and killing her own child. This is the type of crime that really makes your blood boil. There's absolutely no excuse and no way to justify it. It's pure evil. And if the judge doesn't throw the book at her, I swear I might actually lose my mind. You don't get to take an innocent life. And then just hope for a slap on the wrist. This is the kind of case where someone should never see the outside of a prison again. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what happens here.
Calling 2022 CR 11873, State of Texas versus Yvonne Monica Perez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Allie Jackson.
Defense.
Matthew Allen.
Are you Miss Perez?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you understand you're charged with assault, intentionally, knowingly of serious bodily injury by omission with a child? Did you understand that's the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Range of punishment is 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Perez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her rights to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 18 years in the prison and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
I hate to cut in here, but I just have to say the way this woman is crying is making me really angry right now. Like, come on, she's not crying out of guilt or remorse. She's literally crying. Because every time the judge says the word prison, another tear suddenly falls down her face. It's like clockwork. The judge mentions time behind bars, and boom, instant waterworks. It's kind of wild how she wasn't crying when she was out committing crimes, but now that she has to face the consequences, she suddenly acts like the victim. So the sentence she's looking at is 18 years. And honestly, I don't think that's really fair. She literally took the life of a child, an innocent child. So I don't think 18 years is enough in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Should the judge accept it here? Or is she going to get a longer sentence? Let's go ahead and jump in and find out.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State Officer State's Exhibit 1.
No objections.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Is there a reason she's crying?
She's just upset.
All right, what are you upset about?
Just situation. I didn't expect this.
What's upsetting you about the situation?
Try to do something kind and just
It's just I don't know if the court has noticed, every time she's come in, she's been very,
Crying.
very emotional, Your Honor.
I apologize, Your Honor.
No, I'm just asking questions. All right, if we can go off the record. All right, State, are you asking to amend the stipulations?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objections.
All right, and then the court will review State's Exhibits 1 and attachments with the amended stipulations. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone want to say why you should follow this plea bargain agreement?
I can speak briefly on that, Your Honor. I think for the stipulations, so the way that she came about, Ms. Perez came about to have the child was kind of strange to begin with. She, in my opinion, I think saw these two children that were on the streets. Her and her partner tried to help take them in. And then obviously there was an incident that Ms. Perez describes a week prior to this where, again, she should have taken the girl in for medical treatment immediately. And then obviously she fell from the stairs.
Let's backtrack a little
Okay.
bit. Because it says in the stipulations that there were two people outside of the store. She says she's being a good Samaritan. So she takes them both back to her apartment. And then she tells one of them, I can no longer keep you here. You need to leave. But I'll keep the complainant.
Yes, her and her partner. So her partner ended up, I believe, keeping the younger boy, and she kept the younger girl at the apartment. And then
And is this younger boy currently alive?
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
yes,
And where is he?
As CPS has removed him, he's with other family.
Okay.
the incident described that is the leads to this tragedy. Obviously, Yvonne describes it as she's playing. Obviously, the kid shouldn't be playing on the stairs. We know that. She hits her head and her back. She seems like she's okay as far as checking on her. She's eating, watching
So why
TV.
was she pinching her as a sign of as punishment? Because that's what it says in the steps, that she would pinch her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
It wasn't like I'm pitching her, just kind of like a grab, like just
It says it
to
left
prompt her.
bruises.
I'm sorry.
It said it left bruises.
Yeah, I'm just not buying the sob story at all. This whole case feels weird to me. Like, how do you randomly take two kids from out in public back to your place? And then surprise, surprise, one of them ends up dead in your custody. That doesn't just happen. And now she's sitting here with a sad puppy face, hoping people forget that she literally caused this entire situation. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. And those fake tears aren't fooling anybody. I just hope the judge really puts an end to this act here, because honestly, I'm getting tired of seeing this face on my screen. I just feel so bad for the child she took from a public place. I think this woman definitely deserves life, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let's jump back in.
I didn't realize it was gonna leave a bruise. I didn't intentionally do it to like leave that bruise. The little girl, when my daughter was, well, When,
And so I think she's describing as, yes, she again is admitting to that. It doesn't matter whether you think it's going to leave a bruise or not leave a bruise. I think we would agree. And then as far as her actions, she seemed like she was okay. And then the next morning, obviously she's not, and then drops her off at the hospital. And then obviously does another, another bad thing, just leaves her and then leaves. She does come back. She does sit down with the police. She does talk to them, tell them everything that's going on and what happened. Obviously, at that point, it's too late. But I can speak to Ms. Perez from the day I've been with her for 20 months or so, from the day I've met her until today. Every time I talk to her, she's upset. And it's not because of so much of her situation, it's because of what happened. And she knows that she did wrong. She knows she wishes she could go back in time and change all of that. And she says that every time I talk to her. And so
Like maybe if somebody is offering you a child, maybe calling the police.
yes, going that far back. It's not one mistake. It's things that happen over and over. And again,
So was the child healthy when she received the child?
I don't,
Was the child healthy when you received the child?
the first one is Joel,
No, I'm talking about the
Um,
child that is deceased.
I don't,
Was that child healthy when you received the child?
healthy in a sense, I mean, she was
Healthy in the
skinny,
sense that
she
she
was
had-
skinny,
Did
we
she have
fed
all her
her.
hair?
Did she have all her what? Her hair?
On her head?
Yes, Your Honor, I mean, only like patches, like not patches, but like her hair was thin. Her hair wasn't thick, it was thin. Her hair was thin. And she came when I picked her up when Cassandra told me to go and when we went to go pick her up, she had like a dirty little outfit. I bought her clothes, I mean, there's a lot of things that I should have done and I didn't do when she first arrived at our home. I should have taken her to get a welfare check. I should have done, and I didn't. I just was
well,
trying to
and like Your Honor said,
help.
I mean, the initial thing would be to contact authorities to go through the proper channels. I think CPS was contacted prior to
They did.
this and made contact with Ms. Pettis, so they were aware of the situation. But again,
Aware of what situation?
that the girl was staying with Ms. Pettis. But
Was
again,
that before or after the child
before,
was taken to the hospital?
before, I believe.
So Child Protective Services was aware that somebody off the street gave her a child. And she picked up the phone and called Child Protective Services and said,
No,
I got
Miss-
this child.
No, Ms. Pettis didn't. They contacted her. So again, I agree with the court. She should have done a lot of different things.
Well, I
And
mean, I'm just unpacking things a little bit.
Yes.
So,
The mother has extensive history with CPS and had different children taken away, so I think CPS was checking into the whereabouts of Ronnie and Howell.
All right.
It was that.
so that's how CPS found out that the child was in her care.
Yes.
Wow, if CPS really did nothing, that's honestly insane to me. Like, we're out here charging the person who committed the crime, which, yeah, obviously, but how is the CPS worker just walking away from all of this with zero accountability if your job is literally to protect kids and you drop the ball this badly? There should be some consequences to the whole situation. Just feels so strange to me this kind of thing doesn't just happen. Randomly somewhere along the line, someone ignored red flags, I mean. Obviously, this woman did, but maybe the CPS worker too, maybe this lady's partner as well. There are just so many people to blame here, honestly. But yeah, I really don't know what to think about all of this. I just can't shake the feeling that something deeper is going on. Let me know what you guys think so far, because maybe I missed something, but it really feels like there was something more sinister at play here. Let's dive back in and see what she gets sentenced with.
Sometimes, well, many CPS workers are overworked and underpaid, but I'm wondering why would a CPS worker, and this is just a side note, why a CPS worker would leave a child with somebody that a mother just gave to that's a complete stranger. I guess that's something else that needs to be addressed.
Yes, and like I said, the circumstance behind it are, just to put it, I guess, strange, and that's one of the things that I found strange as well, to, I guess, put it nicely. But
So why am I falling in this plea?
Your Honor, at this point, the state, after much back and forth, we recommended this plea due to what is actually being charged, and what we can prove. It becomes a question of whether or not We can prove that she did not seek adequate medical attention in terms of she has training as an LVN and attempted to keep an eye on the child at home, and it becomes whether or not we would be able to prove that she failed to do so due to how it is charged, Your Honor. And so at this point, we do feel 18 years for what she is charged with is appropriate.
All right, and does she have a license as an LVN? I'm assuming.
She did in the past.
She did in the past, and then I needed to renew it.
It's
'cause I went-
expired, is that right?
Yes, and
Yes.
then I started going to school to EC. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's expired.
This is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with minors. There's to be,
Judge, did you say 8 or 18?
18.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I say 18?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
It's okay. Matt and I are just
Yes,
this
all right.
morning.
18. All right, 18 years in the prison, credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with minors, and there's to be no employment in the future with minors or vulnerable persons. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Not sentencing, we do have victim impact, Your Honor. Hold on.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, whether you had your LVN license or not, I saw where you took your dog to the groomers. When a child is sick, you take a child to the doctor.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know why. Sometimes people have more love for their animal.
Judge Boyd kind of scared me there for a moment. I could have sworn she said 8 years. But honestly, even 18 years still isn't enough in my opinion, like the prosecutor mentioned. They could only prove so much, which makes me think there's a lot more going on here. So this woman really needs to stop crying, because if anything, she basically got let off easy for something this serious. 18 years feels way too light, and the fact that CPS might have ignored red flags is a whole separate issue. Two, I really hope CPS in that area takes a hard look at what's happening with their staff, because this entire situation might have been prevented. There's no excuse for a system that's supposed to protect kids letting things slip through the cracks like this. And I'm honestly surprised the judge didn't push harder to get more information about the CPS worker. I think that's pretty important, because if someone ignored warning signs, they should be held accountable. Two, let me know what you guys think, because I'm not sure if I'm being too harsh here, but 18 years feels extremely light, especially for a crime this serious. Tell me in the comments if you think she could have gotten more time, or if she got off too easy. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know what you thought about this court hearing. I'm really curious to hear your opinions. Did the judge make the right call, or should the sentence have been harsher? Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this I post every single day. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you all so much for the support. Take care.